Hey folks, it's just Amy and I wanted to update you a little bit on Photoshop, where we're at with accessing the software and your Chapter 1 assignments that will be coming up here shortly. So we have time built in to get the software under our belts and we're doing okay with that. I know some of you are still having issues getting to the remote desktop if that's how you're going to access the software. Otherwise, again, you can purchase it or you can access it physically on a campus. So those are some of the options for you. The remote desktop server is having some storage issues, so they're going to adjust that. While they are doing that, you are able to still get into that. If you're not able to, please let me know and we'll continue to work with the technicians. Now with that being said, I removed the due dates from this Chapter 1 to allow you some extra time and feel comfortable with that. Really, Chapter 1 is about you just experiencing the software and kind of manipulating it a little bit. And I know there's been a little snafu. I received one email today about the mini bridge and I did some research. It has gone and it has come, it has gone and it has come. It's kind of a little add-on that you can add into the software. And when the college even downloaded mine here, it is not here as an option. So you can kind of let that go, just move past it, and you'll be okay there. All right, so with that being said, if you bump into Chapter 1 of your text, I think probably the best thing to do is to just start taking a look at the text. And what I like about this text is you read it and then you kind of do it. And some of the doing can be tricky and difficult, but this first page here has a lot of great information and some diagrams here with what you'll need to work with. So up here on the top you have your file, okay, and edit and all of those different things, and those are pull down menus for you to make different selections. Like I've said before, Photoshop has a wealth of options and opportunities and tools for you to use. The bar below the file area is your options bar, and that changes as you select some of these tools here now. If I click this double arrow, you'll see here that I like my tools this way. On each and every single tool, there's a little triangle in the right-hand bottom corner, and it'll access, if you hold it down, more tools. This area, the whole area, is called your workspace, and you also have other panels and palettes over here that you can use, but also there's usually a little down arrow with 3 lines, and that gives you more options. This is one software that you are not able to memorize it all and know what every piece is going to do. So I encourage you to get out there and play, but at times it does feel overwhelming. I'm going to open up a file for you so you can get a feel for it. I do go file open. You can use Bridge. Now I used Bridge when I worked with a photographer because we would name our files, and when you're working with weddings and those different things, you have thousands of files. And Bridge is an easy way to browse and find those files. Mini Bridge was a great tool as well because it was easier just to find them a little simpler. But again, you can do it either way. Now I've saved the data files from the textbook to my flash drive or excuse me, my desktop, and they're here. This is the first file that you're really going to take a look at, and they will bring you through opening up some of the different panels here. Okay, so you can see different things like swatches, and that panel has come here. You can adjust these panels to put them in groups or palettes, excuse me, and you can go from there. Every time you put your mouse over a tool, it should give you a little screen tip as to what it will do. Okay, so that's a start to this. Again, when you're starting to design and you're creating new, some of the things that you have to keep in mind, and we'll go over this, is how you'll design an RGB, which is red, green, blue, and yes, red, green, blue, and that's when you're on the computer and electronic device. CMYK, that's when you're doing print things. And depending on how you're setting that up, you may have to change your file type. And the book will do a good job of doing that for you. So again, we're going to take this nice and slow. We're going to start to navigate and get to where you are. These first couple of assignments that we have laid out here, I'm not expecting papers. I'm expecting a few paragraphs on your submissions. And again, this is just to get you making sure that you have the software and you're starting to feel comfortable with it a little bit as far as how you can drill into those different places. I hope this is helpful. Please continue to email me if you're having difficulty accessing it, if you're going to use it through a remote desktop. Thanks. Bye-bye.